Hi, it's me, Vicky Marie. Thank you to everyone who's been watching my channel, liking my videos. Thank you to all of you who've subscribed or joined as a member or sent me a Ko-fi or sent me a super chat or a super thanks. Or a super sticker. Thank you so much. I really appreciate these are the things that keep my channel going. I couldn't do my channel without you. Thank you so much. And even thank you to all of you, even if all you do is sit and watch my videos. I know you don't all want to subscribe. Maybe you don't want notifications. But thank you for watching and consider subscribing. It's free to subscribe. And you can unsubscribe at any time. Anyway, what I'm going to cover in this video is, the case that I've been covering, the Charlotte Sena case where she was kidnapped from the state park in New York State while she was camping with her parents. She was cycling on her own and disappeared. She was found relatively quickly, but we'll say relatively quickly, still a torture for her parents. She was found within, it was just over 48 hours later in a cupboard in a local resident's trailer where they lived on their 47-year-old man, Craig Ross, has been arrested and he is in custody. And he will be appearing in court on Friday. Hopefully we'll find out more then about the charges. He's definitely been charged with kidnap. He left a ransom note at the parents' house and a fingerprint was found, and that's how he was discovered, because he had a previous conviction for driving under the influence, not drinking under the influence, which apparently I've said a couple of times, driving under the influence. And that's why his fingerprint was taken. And we have a lot of other rumours going around that he was a postman, a mailman, or he has multiple sclerosis. Lots of things. We don't know for sure that he was a mailman, or we don't know all the circumstances yet. We're waiting for more confirmation from the police about details. But something I want to go through with you today, because as you know, if you've been watching my channel, there's another channel, JLR Investigates. This is a guy that goes out, on the scene in America for various different things and brings us some fantastic footage back. And the footage I want to look at today, because it was brilliant. He took the actual route that the perpetrator will have taken to take Charlotte from the park to the property where she was eventually found in the cupboard. So JLR took us on that journey. He started off from the entrance to the state park, and he drove the way he believes, according to the behaviour of the police, because the police have been along this route. Apparently there are like little shortcuts you can use and things. He could have done it a bit quicker, but he wanted to go that way because he knew that the police had been on that route asking people for footage, dash cam footage or doorbell footage, because obviously the police are trying to put things together. Also, it's rumoured that the perpetrator's phone pings. So JLR went the route that he believes, according to what the information he's received. There are on the ground, boots on the ground. JLR is boots on the ground. He brings us gives us a perspective of the actual place itself and what's going on, doesn't he? So I wanted to go through this. As I say, go over to JLR's channel, give him a subscribe. He deserves it. He's got a lot of subscribers now. I've used him quite a lot. He says openly for people to use his footage. So I don't feel he's actually said share things, because the more information that goes out to more different people, the more information comes back. He's very generous like that with his footage. So we're going to look at this video. I mean, I think it's fair. So anyway, first of all, he's just introducing where he is. So he's at the Moreau Lake State Park. That's where Charlotte disappeared from. Now, there's only one entrance in or out of this park, and every vehicle that actually goes into the park is registered. The number plate, etc. So we don't know if the guy actually did go into the park, or if he parked up, because there's a road running right at the side of Lupe where Charlotte was last riding her bike. So we don't know if the guy actually went into the park with his vehicle, or if he hung around outside. We don't know how the actual abduction happened. We still don't know what the contents of the ransom note were exactly, although it's rumoured that he may have had Charlotte write the ransom note for him. But anyway, we haven't had that confirmed. So let's see. We're going to follow JLR as he goes along.
Park, covering the Charlotte Sena kidnapping case. Craig Ross arrested in connection with kidnapping Charlotte Sena. She was 9 years old. The kidnapping occurred at this park right here. Now, authorities, after they arrested Craig, they are still asking the public for information.
Yeah, now it's strange because the park is still closed, whether it'll be opened again today or not. But, even though the subject's been apprehended, the girl is safe. Apparently she's home now. She is home with the family. She was taken to the hospital for a check over, etc. We don't know any details of anything, any injuries, or if she did have any, if she was hurt in any way. We don't know that information yet. But she's home. So, it is a brilliant result that she's home safe, because it was looking really bad for a while, wasn't it? But the important thing to remember is that as well, the park is still closed. So the police are still there in the park, not letting people go in there. So they're still looking for something, or create, how brilliant that they're actually doing that. If only the Lancashire police would have done something like that, cordoned off the area and done some investigations. But anyway, they didn't. So, yeah, unless the police are still asking questions of residents, etc.
Information about surveillance along roads from this location here to Craig Ross's mom's property. That is where authorities rescued Charlotte. Now, I want to show.
Yeah, so the strange thing was, this guy who's 47, he was living in a trailer on his mum's, not in the same place, it's behind his mum's property. So, and that's where he took her. So, of course, the mum is being questioned, because, did she know that the child was there in this trailer, basically in her back garden? So it's like as if you let your son, daughter, mother, father, or whatever park their mobile home in your garden. And that's where he was living, and that's where Charlotte was found, in a cupboard. And he does have another home, but JLR has been there, but he's not lived there for a while, because apparently he has multiple sclerosis and he's found it difficult. His mobility, this is what's strange as well. Apparently his mobility is limited, but we've yet to have that confirmed as well. It's all been quite tight-lipped since the initial press conference, just to say that Charlotte was safe and well and had been found. There hasn't really been much else information released. So, yeah.
Show you a map, because the locations that they're asking for is pretty much this. And it's believed, since they're asking for surveillance of those locations, this is the most likely route Craig took after kidnapping Charlotte from this location here. I'm going to take you on this route. We're going to drive this entire route that takes you.
So he's going to drive this route, or route as we call it in English, and show us it. So I'm going to just fast forward it till he gets into the car, because there's nothing. So he goes off, he gets into the car, and off we go. Now, it's a very beautiful place, isn't it? But quite desolate, like to live. I mean, it is beautiful. I love trees, all that greenery and everything. It's just like, it fills my heart, honestly. It's just beautiful. But imagine you're 9 years old. The guy that has picked you up, if you've seen have you seen the picture of him? The guy, you know, quite a scary looking guy, 6'4", 275 pounds, sort of wild hair and beard, etc. Looks a bit sort of like a redneck type. So you're a 9-year-old girl. You've been, how he got her in the car, we don't know. You know, did he chloroform her? Did he ask her to help him with something? Did he say he had puppies in the car, or did he know her? Because we don't know, because he lives not too far away where he's taken her now. He's only 2 minutes away from where Charlotte's parents live. So did she know him? So had he been stalking her? Did he know they were going there? You know, we don't know all the details of how she was kidnapped. But imagine, you're 9 years old, that man somehow has got you in that car, and you're driving away from your family, from your mum, from your dad, from your siblings, into this, and it's late. Not too late, but it's going dark, it's dusk. So the night's drawing in, and you're going away from everything you know, love, and feel secure with. I just cannot imagine this poor girl, how she felt. And we don't know, did he have a gun? You know, is that how he got in there? Did he threaten her with a knife? We don't know. Now, the actual whole video of his is 40 minutes long, so we're not going to watch it, you know, only the bits where the important bits. But I think it's such a good, you know, it's been great that he's done this, because the sensation, it puts us, we have to put ourselves in there. We're there in that car, in that pickup truck with this guy, Charlotte, the night's drawing. I think we have to imagine, of course, it's lovely blue sky, but you know what it's like when the night's drawing in, everything's more sinister. Just that poor girl, I mean, she's going to need quite a lot of therapy, isn't she? So yeah, I'm going to fast forward it just so that, you know, because a lot of it is just.
Continue on US 9 South for 3/4 of a mile.
Now, I wonder if that night, if there was much traffic or not. I mean, you know, there's, although it's a desolate area, every now and again there's a few cars. You see things by the roadside. So apparently the police are going along and asking people for. Yeah, there's a few cars. Obviously, it's a different time. That it would have been maybe a little bit better. I'm not criticizing. I'm not criticising JLR, because I love him and it's brilliant he's doing this, but it probably would have been quite interesting to do it around about the time that Charlotte disappeared, as it was going dark, you know, and maybe you get even more of a feel for it there. But yeah, what was going through her mind? I mean, what was going through the guy's mind? Had he planned that kidnap? Or was it just a spur of the moment thing because he saw his opportunity? Had he planned to send a ransom note, or again, was that an afterthought that he thought of afterwards, that maybe he could make some money out of it? Was his initial motive the kidnapping Charlotte sex motive? You know, we don't know. So it's interesting, isn't it, to got what was going through his mind and what was going through that poor little girl's mind. Was she scared, or did she know him, and was she thinking she'd be fine? But as you see, this took JLR 40 minutes to get 40 minutes. That's quite a long time that she was sat in that car worrying what was happening to her. It goes past some roadworks. This is just roadworks.
So we're approaching Spires Fall Road. His mom's house. What is he thinking? What's Charlotte thinking?
Yeah, I was just saying, what were the thoughts going through their head? And was there a conversation? You know, what was he saying to her? Look, don't worry, you'll be fine. Or was he not speaking to her at all? He must have been panicking, but you can see that was thinking, I wonder if I can open the door and get out, but where would she have gone? She would have had to have done that. There's a few houses, we're going past a couple of houses, etc. So, but of course, it's probably locked the doors, because otherwise she could have been thinking, oh, when I go past the house, maybe I'll have a go at something out. But she just would have been terrified. Pickup trucks, so pickup trucks are open at the back, aren't they? Unless they either go in the back, lie under a tarpaulin or something, you know, so maybe they work together in the front. This will be what the police are looking for CCTV footage for, to see if anybody actually saw this pickup truck go past and what was the situation. You know, were they both sat in the front, or was it just the guy that you could see in the front and maybe they lie down in the back or in the front even? Maybe it's chloroform that it's subdued some way, either with fear by threatening to,
This is Greenfield. I just saw a sign that said Greenfield.
But I think when you watch this, I'm just thinking, even me as an adult, what I'd be thinking. I'd be absolutely terrified. Maybe as an adult, you know a bit more about what might happen to you. You know, how could you have got her into that car and her being subdued? You know, what did you do to her to get her in there? Maybe had he tied her up? You know, he could have tied her up. We just don't know how he got her in there and how he kept her quiet in there. And this is maybe what the dash cam, etc., that the police are looking for, the doorbell cam or what you call it. And it was quite people, even though it's very desolate, but there's a few properties along there. So surely someone somewhere, who cars going past on a Saturday evening, would it be busier or quieter? So it was Saturday evening, round about 6.
At this point, driving to his mom's house, is Greg talking to Charlotte? Is he communicating? Are they talking to one another? I mean, or some people speculate that Gregchloroform or something gave it to Charlotte or something to keep her quiet, not let her know what's going on.
Now, unless she knew him, he must have done something to keep her quiet, because she would surely be, unless she was so, she was so terrified, but he must have threatened her with something, because she would be shouting, screaming. So he's got to have either subdued her with something, or she knew him, and so she wasn't scared for what. Because don't forget, they're heading in the direction of her house, because his parents live near her parents. Oh no, it's his house that's near. So no, because I was thinking, if she was thinking she was, she was heading towards where she lived. Does she know this area? Would she recognise it and feel? What has he told her where he's taken her? The lights in America always sort of fascinate me. I've never driven it. I've never been to America. I'd like to go and have a go at driving. So every now and again, I'm moving it forward a little bit. You can go onto JLR's channel and see the full video if you like. There's, a lot of it is just driving like this. Every now and again, he says something, but it's mainly just to actually see how it must have felt to Charlotte. So what's going on here then? No, so it's not police. It looks like they're selling trees or something.
Porter Corners Road right here. And this is the town where Charlotte and her family lives.
Right, so that's the town where Charlotte and her family live. So they are. So he could have, if she knew him vaguely, if he was the postman that some people are saying, or if he was somebody she knew vaguely, he could have said to her that something that, children will believe things, won't they? Something's happened, I need to take you home, so that's a possibility.
It's going this way. This route.
Oh.
Road.
I mean, I really do think it's a very beautiful area, especially now because it's fall, isn't it? Autumn. So all the trees are so beautiful. The colours. Very beautiful area.
Huh, look at this. We've got police here.
Oh, it's police then.
Park police. What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Look, park police. This is exactly what I've seen. Look at this.
Park police.
Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, folks. This is what I've been seeing yesterday. authorities going down the street.
So I think they're going down the street, knocking door to door to see if people have got CCTV or anything.
Hey, I'm a journalist. What's going on? Are they looking for surveillance?
Yesterday they did, yeah.
They came to you guys, asked if you guys had surveillance?
Yesterday they came and asked for footage.
Yeah, that's in reference to the kidnapping, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Be safe. Thank you. All right, so neighbor right there, resident, said they asked exactly what we're pointing out here. And this is
So he's chosen the right route, hasn't he? Because he's gone the route where the police are going and asking for surveillance. Having said that, I suppose they might be going down all the possible routes and asking.
authorities believe that Craig took this route.
So I don't know about you, but it seems to me this guy's taken a big chance, hasn't he? He's gone quite a long way from where he lives to that park on the off chance, if it was the off chance. To me, it feels like he's gone a long way to kidnap someone on the off chance there might be somebody there to kidnap. I think he definitely knew she was there and she was probably his target. Or maybe he just knew there would be children there. But this is not a short, I've been cutting this journey short. It took about 40 minutes. It's a long way to go out of your way to kidnap somebody. Unless you had targeted them, stalked them, or, there was a reason that why you knew that they would be there at that particular time. I do think there's so much more to come out about this.
And then right up here, we're going to make a left on Sand Hill Road. So the distance is quite far from where he snatched Charlotte to his mom's house. Sand Hill Road. Intersection of Sand Hill. Oh, there goes a sheriff. There's a sheriff. We'll keep going on Sand Hill here. We just crossed the intersection of Sand Hill and Middle Grove Road. So we're continuing to go down Sand Hill.
Yeah, so again, remember, I'm cutting this off. That girl's in this car all this time. What was going through her mind and what was going through his mind?
Roads are windy around here. And so way up here, we are going to make a left. This is Washington Street, and then we're going to make an immediate right. Right up here. This is Middle Line Road. So we're getting really close to the mom's house now. Almost there, folks.
Yeah. Now, when you got to the mum's house, did mum not see him pulling up with the car, or did she not see him bringing him? And also, well, so I don't know if he gets a separate access. I mean, the where he was living, this is the grounds of her home. But whether there's a separate access or not, I don't know. Maybe JLR will show us that. I think it's a very beautiful place. I really do. I know it's desperate, but look how beautiful it is. I think it's because here in Spain we don't get lots of greenery, or not where I am anyway. In the north there's a lot of greenery. I miss the trees, I miss the forest.
Middle Line Road.
Forest. Now, I mean, we don't know about this man's mental state, is it IQ or whatever. But if you were choosing to abduct a child, would you really choose to have to travel 40 minutes to, well, one to go and find the child and then 40 minutes back? You've got so much chance of being caught with the child in your car. Whatever they're going to do to them, which fortunately didn't happen to Charlotte, and then they just abandon them as quickly as possible because they don't want to be caught with the child in their vehicle, because that's it, that's game over, isn't it? That's caught, he's caught, that child was in his home. There's no way he's ever going to wriggle out of that, is he? Unless he says, "Oh, I didn't know she was in the cupboard. My mum must have put her there." I mean, what's he going to say? So this is all very odd to me, because normally they would, if it just seems he's taking an awful chance to have her in the vehicle for all this length of time. She's saying to him, "Where are we going? Where are you taking me? You've gone past. Have they gone past now? In fact, maybe he's told her he was taking her to the family home. Have they gone past it? Is she now saying, 'Hey, hang on, where are we going?'" It's very yeah. Or was she in the back? Had he sort of trussed her up? So when had he done that? Because I think if he was to tie her up, when and where will he have done that without anybody seeing him?
Intersection. Almost there. Looking down here will be Barrett Road. The street where.
So I think he's nearly there now.
Craig took 9-year-old Charlotte. Barrett.
Yeah, must be nearly there now. There's only 2 minutes left to go. Only 2 minutes left to go of JLR's video. Someone jogging? Actually, the trees really are
What's
beautiful.
going on with this case? Why did he do it? Why did he do it?
Lovely colours, lovely colours. But like he's saying there, what is going on in this case? Why did he do this? Was his primary motive money, or was that just an afterthought? And his primary motive was to abuse poor Charlotte.
Looks like authorities. This could be his home right up here. Yep. Looks like authorities are still at his home, which is right here. There it is.
And there's the home. Because it's all cordoned off. The police are still there. But yeah. Gosh.
Made it. MJLR investigates. Took you probably the route. There is quicker ways to get here, but it seems like authorities were very interested in that particular route that we just took, probably because of cell phone pings. You saw in the course of me driving, a resident said on the side of the road that they were asking him for surveillance. We saw authorities searching along the side of the road. What's going on here, people? I'm out here investigating. Subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button. Praying for the family in Charlotte, praying for the community. We will talk soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah. So let me know your thoughts in the comments and go over and see JLR. And I just realised I'm not exactly done up for videos. I should have put the avatar on. But yes, go over to JLR if you haven't already. Subscribe, like his videos. I find his videos so useful for actual footage of the area. I mean, that was eerie, wasn't it? As if you were travelling in that van with that guy, as if you were Charlotte, or as if you were him. What was he thinking? Why had he gone all the way? You know, I cut that quite short. That was a 40-minute journey that JLR took. I've cut it down. I think I'm only on 40 minutes now with my talking, etc. So yeah, lots more to come out, isn't there? Lots more to come out. So remember to always live and love wisely. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. And until then, may your God go with you. Thank you.